Hello. So I got a response from a ticket I submitted yesterday. Looks like it came through at 2:45 a.m. Let me switch things here. Let me get myself out of the way. My big mug here. Um, and yeah, it's basically what I thought they would say. I wasn't looking for anything revolutionary. I just wanted to make sure I told them so that they could delete the video. Um, Thank you for contacting us. We're sorry to hear that you have experienced the behavior issue. Although class environment is out of our control, we consider the behavior as a very serious issue because we fully understand how uncomfortable they made you feel. I mean, I didn't enjoy it, obviously, but I could see where that would be uncomfortable, especially for someone who's maybe new. Um, it's not something I definitely wasn't expecting to see or wanted to see. I think I had him at 4:30, and it's a 4:30 slot, the 4:30 a.m. slot. And so I definitely wasn't something I expected to see before I had my coffee. Um, uh, Relevant team has checked the playback, and deleted it to protect the personal privacy. I knew they would do that, which is which what should be done. And forward the issue to Matthew's learning partner, who will convey to the parents politely. And I'm glad they did. I'm not looking for them to, and they won't. They're not going to do anything like to them. I'm sure they won't, which is fine. I don't want them to. I want them to just continue on as students. I don't, want to lose them. And then they give you like the whole breakdown of what you do. If this happens, click the fireman. Um, Leave the following message: this class is now finished due to unexpected reasons. And then throughout their feedback, anytime there's a typed portion there, click this class has now finished due to unexpected reasons. Exit. They send a ticket, and once they went through it and looked at the recordings, then they will do what needs to be done next. And I know you get paid for it, I think. I've seen some teachers just jump real quick and do it. A kid could be rocking in their chair, like I'm rocking in my chair, and their hands aren't showing. And I've seen teachers, oh my god, I bet they were rubbing themselves. Oh, what do I do? It's and then they get canceled because the kids like wonder what's going on. I'm just here rocking back and forth like I do here. I have a rocking chair, and so and I do if I'm in the regular chair. Sometimes I'll do that, or I know teaching special ed for an X number of years. Sometimes students do that called stemming. Well, stemming is more like this, but you'll see students who will do this, and they don't have to have a disability. They just sometimes it's a calming thing like that. They'll do that, and teachers quickly jump to the worst. Go from 1 to 10. They jump from worst, and I'm not saying they weren't doing that. I don't know. I wasn't there. In the situation, but there are some teachers who would, when this came out as a procedure, like the second they suspected something, class canceled. Oh shoot. So yeah, and I've had kids use the restroom during class. If they're older, then obviously get pretty stern with them and tell them that's not appropriate. If they're younger, like 5 or 6, most of the time a parent's with them, and I can't see anything, and I don't see anything below. I don't mind because nothing's in the camera view. We can continue with class. Usually they do class fine. These parents pay a lot for the class, and that's your decision if that is something that violates your world. But whatever. VIPKid will contact the parents, let them know the reasons. Oh, it's if you have to go through all these procedures. Like, can we continue to remind them of the appropriate manners when taking VIPKid classes? Yeah. And so, I didn't want to. I know that popped in my head at first. If he would have continued throughout the class, like kept showing his underwear to me, or if it went straight to showing a body part on purpose as an 11-year-old boy, and then I would probably have done this, just to, give a more direct message of that's not appropriate. I wouldn't have felt violated and went to my room and cried or anything like like some I've seen people imply in their posts in the group the VIP Facebook group. But And so yeah, it's all said and done. It's fine. Am I satisfied? Yes. I always put yeses. Sometimes if I does anyone ever like put no's and think I don't know if they actually read these here. Are you satisfied? I've been like they've given me answers I didn't like, and I've like no 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 no. And then I felt bad for the agent. I always put down before I hit submit. I'd say, were they friendly and professional? Yeah, I guess they were. I'd put yes. Are you satisfied? No. I've done that before too. Were your concerns understood, given, clear? I do that sometimes if I feel like I'm repeating myself, and you may have gone through this too with tickets, and there's like a language barrier issue. Sometimes you'll ask questions, and it'll give you an answer totally unrelated to what you were asking. And then I try to rephrase it. They still give you some off-the-wall answer. Looks like a canned response. And sometimes I've replied with that too. I said, please provide an actual human response and not a robotic response or a canned response or something. And usually that gets their attention after once or twice for that. And so I've done that before. No, I don't think they actually care about this part. Especially today, I'm sure they wouldn't care because I'm sure they're short-staffed and doing the best they can on their end as well. But it's just, I'm fine with it. I don't care. And I hope he comes back. I think he's still on my schedule for, let's go see. I know he's not next week because he's actually a mainland China student. So, yeah, I have nothing here. I had some children from Hong Kong booking next week. One canceled, and I think one reduced her schedule. See, she lives outside of mainland China, so I have her booking those 2 days. Usually I'd open further down all the way to the end here, but on that day I'm observing a student teacher at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. And Thursdays is when I teach on campus. I have a class at 9:30, and it takes me about an hour to get there. And I like to get there enough time to sit and for an hour, do one quick prep before I go into class and all that stuff. And then I jump right back into doing full booking there. I don't see his name. Let me see if he's on the next following week. Yep, there he is. And so he's still there, and they probably haven't. What happened here? Oh, people's canceling. I always put the feature of if someone I always check that one. I want to close if they cancel. Someone sends you a booking request because sometimes I'll accept a slot just for a kid, and I don't want other people booking that slot. And then if I decide I want to, I just go back and click this here. So I need to open this Sunday, but I don't know. I don't know. Now I've been open the weekends because again I have one or two regulars who don't live in mainland China who might be booking. Why don't I have this here? I need to check my schedule before I open those up. Has anybody ever done that? Open their schedule before they check their actual calendar? That's something I never do. I learned early on is to not open a schedule and don't accept a priority booking until I look at my set calendar that I have in my Microsoft 365. And so I have all my calendars there color coded. I know some prefer Google, some prefer I prefer Microsoft 365. Some people prefer the paper. I know I've worked with people who prefer the paper open calendar. I can't do that. I've tried every year. Every fall I try to get a paper, the physical. I write it and then I forget. Usually halfway through September. This year I made it all the way to September, a little bit over halfway through September, and then I finally just went back to just only using my digital calendar. And it's easier for me because I have it on my phone, all my computers, and I can just go to it real quick. I'd show you here, but it takes a while for it to open up and everything. Maybe I'll show you how I'll do my calendar another day. Anyway, I have a class here in about 3 minutes. I'm going to go make coffee real quick and just wanted to update people. Have a good day.